alineación del Barcelona será...
So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Mbappe. Hits one! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. That's really well manoeuvred, and he was quick to react. Some really good ball movement, and Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Beckham. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Beckham. Has a look and plays it forward. Darder. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Beckham. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mojica is wide and looking to get onto this. Darder. Stood up well to him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Çalhanoğlu. That's Beckham. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Mbappe. Kvaratskhelia. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Darder. Mallorca deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Shifted upfield, and Dijk cuts out the pass. Oh, that is a nice touch. Wriggles his way through. Oh, decent hit! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Gently done. And that has put paid to that. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And the pass is intercepted. He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, it's come loose. Mojica. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Hernandez. And it's Beckham. And here's Mbappe. And that's an errant pass. Darder. And he's running through. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Beckham. Çalhanoğlu. There's the shot! Decent hit and on target. Beckham standing over it. And it's been taken short. And here's Beckham. And now the hit! No, not quite.
Beckham knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Mojica. And that's been it. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Barcelona lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Musiala. And it's Beckham. Aim forwards. Some resolute defending there. Darder. Mojica looking to hit the byline here. Climbs up big! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Deftly away. Pass somewhat off target. Still just a single goal between the sides. Larin. Pinches it off him. Bastoni. Neuer punts it upfield.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he latch on to this? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
In with the challenge. Oh, super find. Mojica.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckham. And it's played forward.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. No, he's not getting past him there. And here's Mbappe. Messi. And it's Çalhanoğlu. No outsmarting him this time.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Can he finish? Musiala. Mbappe. For Musiala. Çalhanoğlu. Darder. Larin. Barcelona leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And that has been cleared. And it's Çalhanoğlu.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Çalhanoğlu. Musiala played out towards the right wing. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
And all that remains. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
And already we're underway here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Beckham. Musiala. To Beckham. And now they can clear their lines. Çalhanoğlu. Hernandez. Alexander-Arnold. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Oh, Red, nice interception. Beckham. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Beckham. And it's Beckham. Musiala.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Stood up well to him there. Beckham. Carlos Alenia.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
That's a shade optimistic. Çalhanoğlu plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Kvaratskhelia. Beckham. Now it's Beckham. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Van Dijk. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Distributed tidily. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Van Dijk clears it away. That'll be a throw-in. Into the middle. Bastoni gets it away. That is lovely. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Musiala. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. There will be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
In comes the cross. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Taken back almost at once. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Cleared without complication. Joan Jordan. Beckham. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, played through for the wide man. Beckham gets into some space. Musiala concedes a free kick for that. And that's going to be a booking. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he latch on to this? He's got away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the first half is done. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Some first half thoughts?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And we are back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And he was quick to react. Carlos Alenia, he has found the way through. Beckham. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And he's away. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Kvaratskhelia. Mbappe. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Look at the space here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. Joan Jordan. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Messi. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Ribéry. Well seen, saw that coming. Ribéry unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So we've reached the hour mark. Closing in on goal. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
He's picked his way through. Mbappe strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Ribéry. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Chip through. No, that's been intercepted. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Ribéry. Doku could try cutting inside here.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Ribéry. Shot could be on. Defending of the desperate variety. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
And here's Doku. Doku tries a cross. So there's going to be another change here. Foden getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Big chance, corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Beckham, the regular corner taker.
Será reemplazado por
Beckham plays it short. No way through, so back it comes. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Barcelona are repeatedly frustrated here in the face of this rearguard. Time is getting away from them. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Doku. Can he put it away? It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
El dorsal 13.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about, excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
Ball is over the line. And he gets rid in a hurry.
I thought it was going to happen then.
Real chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Carlos Alenia. And that has put paid to that. Looking here to chip it through. Now that's well seen too. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Pinches it off him. Sends it crossfield. Mbappe. Now it's Foden. There's the hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And here's Foden. Now who's going to be... belts one! And that is the last effort of the game. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
La alineación del Barcelona será...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. We have already started here. And here's Beckham. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe. And that has been knocked clear. And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Musiala.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Kvaratskhelia gets flagged offside. He's played him through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Sadiq really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. Alexander-Arnold turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team and he has honoured it by giving his all, week in and week out. A proper stalwart. Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet because neither attack has turned up.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Messi. Almeida. And it's Gaia. Diego Lopez. Çalhanoğlu does really well to win the ball there. Çalhanoğlu. Showing good feet. Beckham. Musiala. And here's Çalhanoğlu. Kvaratskhelia, he is onto this. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Musiala. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! And that for him is goal number 10. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Gaia. And Mosquera. Gaia. Half an hour played now. And they've switched it over to the other side. Tarega. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Diego Lopez. Alexander-Arnold. And Bastoni. And here's Beckham. And here's Mbappe. Musiala. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Diego Lopez. And the shot's on here.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Alexander-Arnold is the guilty party there. Out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. Çalhanoğlu. Beckham. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Kvaratskhelia. Musiala. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Musiala finds himself offside. Oh, played through for the wide man. Lovely feet. Çalhanoğlu for Musiala. And it's Messi. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Barcelona, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Alexander-Arnold. Mosquera gets over and intercepts. Almeida. Well, that has not gone well. Kvaratskhelia. Fulquier. Javi Guerra. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Diego Lopez. He has found the way through. Lopez goes steaming forward. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Diego Lopez simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mbappe. Kvaratskhelia. Mbappe. Fulquier kept his eye on it, and he's there. Beckham. Beckham purring through the gears. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Gaia. Alexander-Arnold. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Beckham. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Almeida is wide and looking to get onto this. He's got away. Now the finish! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 17.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Messi.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
El dorsal 15.
That is a little undercooked. Now it's Thuram. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Out to the left it goes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's picked his way through. And he's taking no chances there.
Cambio de jugadores.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Upamecano. No, he's not getting any further than that. Shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's managed to get rid.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And here's Thuram. Foden. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 42. Será sustituido por el dorsal 13.
And he's gone looking for safety. Simons. Played into space out wide. In with the challenge. Doku. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played back. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. Beckham!
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Beckham. Upamecano. And here's Xavi Simons.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Almeida. Almeida! They've got to be quick to recover this. There will be 4 extra minutes. He's found a way through. Has a goal! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Thuram taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Barcelona leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy. Hoy se enfrentan...
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how it's... And the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Over to the other side. Now he's off and running. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Beckham. That is ended up in no man's land. Raul Moro. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mario Martin. Ivan Sanchez. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Front-footed pressing going on here, and it's Beckham. Now it's Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Big chance! Cleared away. Just eases him off the ball. Beckham. Kvaratskhelia. Hernandez looking to hit the byline here. Has a shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Well, that's well spotted. Mbappe. And it's Beckham. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Barcelona have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Valladolid deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. And that has been cleared. Could try cutting inside here. Great chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ball's gone out of play. Van Dijk with the clearance. Kvaratskhelia. Çalhanoğlu. 30 minutes gone. Now that's well seen too. Beckham. And Hernandez. And it's Beckham. For Musiala. Oh, that's delightful. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Schomer. Oh, can he get onto this? And here's Mbappe. Musiala. Great hit! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike!
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
El dorsal 42.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to...
And Messi! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
En el minuto 40, el dorsal 9, Messi.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. That looks a good ball through. Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
The ball has bounced loose now. Moro. Mario Martin. No, he's not getting his way this time. The referee's awarded a free kick. And it's hoisted clear. And the half-time whistle goes. So your views on the first half?
Barcelona are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we are already promptly back underway. That pass has been well intercepted. Valladolid have Can he finish? He's got away with one there.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up and he was gifted a chance.
Ivan Sanchez. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kvaratskhelia. Çalhanoğlu. Mbappe. Musiala. Ivan Sanchez. Chomer. Nicely aimed pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Real chance! And that should get the job done. And here's Messi. Interesting ball. That is a brilliant interception. Barcelona in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Ivan Sanchez, and he's had it nicked away. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 72.306
It's a
espectadores.
lovely, neat pass. And he was quick to react. Musiala given the lift of his goal. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Beckham. Kvaratskhelia is herring after that one. And here's Mbappe. Ivan Sanchez. Oh, played right into his path. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Beckham. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Stood up well to him there. Hernandez. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. For Musiala. And here's Messi. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Pass is just off target. Raul Moro. Kvaratskhelia. Musiala. Musiala! Cleared without hesitation. And Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 11. Serán sustituidos por
Alexander Arnold
el dorsal 9.
gets a good foot in there.
Dorsal 18.
Whistle's gone, that's
El dorsal
foul.
24. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores. Cambio de jugadores.
Well, he knows he has the ability to put this exactly where he wants. He'll always back himself.
Beckham!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And here's Thuram. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Defending of the desperate variety. And that has put paid to that. And he's gone backward here. He's going for goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Beckham
Just got a little carried away with himself there. He knew he could have clinched it.
They've played it short. Backward it goes. Now it's Beckham. That's good play. Chooses to go. He's gone for goal! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! About as smooth as it gets. And surely that settles it.
Del Barcelona. Marcó en el minuto 83.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Doku. Hernandez. 5 minutes left on the clock. Hernandez. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Foden opts to play it back. Ivan Sanchez. Marcos Andre. Foden.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, that's ambitious. And here's Beckham. No way through, so back it comes. Looking tidy in possession here. And that is expertly dealt with. Mario Martin. And that will be the final act. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, to win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
La alineación del Barcelona será...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, the supremely confident Hakan Çalhanoğlu, is always a good watch, Peter. He apparently considers himself the world's third best midfielder, but I'd leave that for the moment. He's a player that adds unpredictability to any team he plays in, and he's allowed to pull the strings from that central space he likes to inhabit.
Okay, interesting. No, that's been intercepted. Danny Vivian. Gorosabal. The fullback is in acres of space here. He's had a go! Gets the shot away! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's nice. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Guruzeta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Guruzeta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Danny Vivian. And he's managed to get rid. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Could be danger here. And that's gone loose. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to...
Hits one!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Chooses to go crossfield. Van Dijk. Musiala strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Beckham. Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Çalhanoğlu. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bilbao deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Berenguer in acres of space out wide. Boiro. He's picked his way through. Decent hit! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful, loved it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Gomez. Nice ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Bilbao go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Hernandez. Çalhanoğlu. It's Çalhanoğlu! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. In by Messi. Beñatrados tries to clear. Gomez. Dani Vivian. Jaureguisa. He's been picked out. Gomez. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match...
Guruceta! Berenguer! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Bilbao take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Berenguer stood his ground strongly. And he is going into that little black book. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Trados. Now Paredes. Dani Vivian. Gomez. Mbappe. Now it's Messi.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, and he's through the middle. Berenguer unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.847 espectadores.
Danny Vivian. Unai Simon clears. Jaureguisa. Now Paredes. Now he's off and running. Bastoni cuts it out. Gomez looking understandably energised after his goal. Poirot. Gomez. Jaureguisa. And Gomez. Gorosabal. Kvaratskhelia. He's got away. Kvaratskhelia with... Oh, what a collide! They've scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
El dorsal 18, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 3.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Prados. Beckham. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Gurzeta. Good pressure, determined, intense. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gets a good foot in there. Berenguer. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Jaureguisa. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now. Great! There it is! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Upamecano. Foden. Jaureguisa. Now Nico Williams. Oh, played right into his path. Sunset. He's had it taken off him.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Now it's Doku. Hernandez. Foden. Beckham. And here's Doku. Hernandez. Doku.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
He's tried one! Just a whisker away. Deep into stoppage time. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Guruzeta! And that's caused a worry or two.
Guruzeta has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Foden. And it's Beckham. And Beckham! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Barcelona pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Oh, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. It's a mighty effort! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Molina. And it's Mane.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of...
Great hit! McAllister. That's a lovely, neat pass. Alvarez. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And he's gone searching crossfield. Mane. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. De Paul. Al Nassr are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's played him through. Hits one! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Backward it goes. McAllister. First quarter of an hour gone. Neither side yet able to find the net. Brozovic gets over and intercepts. Mane is onto it in a flash. Otamendi.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Look at the space here, and he's in on goal, and the shot! Goal! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
After 23 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Al Nassr have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's well spotted. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Brozovic. Messi. Alvarez. Tagliafico. Now it's McAllister. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's intervened well there. Brozovic. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Spread out to the left. Molina. And it's Messi. Romero. Martinez. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. Romero. Has a look and plays it forward. And they win it back again. De Paul. McAllister. He could be in here. There's the hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He rises! In he goes again! Really well taken goal. Argentina are level. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
But that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Molina gets into some space. Up for a header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
McAllister clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a really well-measured ball. Otamendi. For De Paul. Great ball if he can get there. Now Martinez. And the shot! It's in!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
The goal scorer for Argentina, number 22, Lautaro Martinez.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from... And the first 45 minutes are up. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
Oh, what a mistake! He is through here! Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. De Paul. Now it's McAllister. McAllister has been caught there, it's a foul. McAllister. Alvarez. Oh, smashing header! Decent enough try.
Martinez could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Otamendi gathers from the goal kick. Now it's De Paul. Molina. Messi.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Mane. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Molina. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Mane. Brozovic. 60 minutes played.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Molina.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Now it's Martinez.
That's a foul, no two ways about it.
He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off.
Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Substitution on the field.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Number 14.
Laporte spots it and intercepts.
Number 18. Number 16. Number
Interesting
17,
ball.
Number 19. Number 23.
Great ball, and he's in here. Messi. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. De Paul. And he's picked out the run. Now it's De Paul. He's picked his way through. Shot a goal! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Has a goal! It's in! Right back in the game!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Number 19.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy. Al Nassr really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Martinez plays it in. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
That's a fabulous ball. Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Martinez. Molina. The final 5 minutes. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Brozovic. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Al Nassr need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
It could be in here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Brozovic. Now then, the ball's come loose. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's there to clear it. And time is up. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
La alineación de hoy será...
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he's had it nicked away. And out it comes again. And he thumps it clear. And it's Messi. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I want to focus on this guy, Jamal Musiala. Born in Germany, raised in England. He was courted by both nations, of course, until he chose to represent Germany at senior level. I would say he's probably a natural 10 with a very quick turn of pace. And one side's gain really was one side's loss.
Yeah, still certainly be leaning. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry.
Big header! Goal! Barcelona! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Joaquin Munoz.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Great defending, strong and determined. Nicely aimed pass. That's good running with the ball. Musiala! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Mbappe.
And he's heaved it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. Chooses to go cross-field. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Kvaratskhelia. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Musiala. And it's Çalhanoğlu.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Beckham. Kvaratskhelia. Musiala. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he was alert to it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Çalhanoğlu. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And now the breakaway. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Beckham.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Driving forward. Messi. Half-time getting close now. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia going full tilt down the left. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And here's Mbappe. Chance!
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now that is commitment to the cause. This possibly the last play of the half. Beckham plays it short. Opts to play it back. He'll try from distance. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Alexander-Arnold clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham standing over it. And it's been taken short. He's dealt with that really well. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And he has been fouled there. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk. And here's Mbappe. Çalhanoğlu. And the pass is intercepted. Still just a single goal between the sides. Van Dijk running with the ball. Floated up and over. Neither of these two want to come off second best. This is promising. And he's in on goal. Musiala! And the ball's come loose here. Moved on forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Mbappe. Musiala. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Beckham under intense pressure.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Musiala. Beckham. Hernandez. Kvaratskhelia, who does have an assist to his name. For Musiala. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe!
Joaquin Munoz.
Joaquin Munoz. Pinches it off him. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 19.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Half an hour gone in the second half. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Foden. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's picked out the run. And he's away. He's through, tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Barcelona leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Great ball if he can get there. Doku. Now Foden. Nicely worked. Defending of the desperate variety.
Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Wriggles his way through. Decent hit! Just off target. I think we're just about done here. Looking for the run. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike.
La alineación del Barcelona será...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Quick look, then he rises! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Çalhanoğlu for Musiala. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And it's Beckham. Joan Jordan. Oh, good ball, shots on here. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Joan Jordan.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping...
Tries a shot! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Quarter of an hour played. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Musiala. Carlos Alenia. Çalhanoğlu. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Messi. He is just caressing the ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, such a clever touch.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Beckham. Carlos Alenia. Mbappe. Messi. Beckham. Kvaratskhelia! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Joan Jordan, played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Çalhanoğlu, Musiala, Carlos Alenia. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Beckham. Carlos Alenia, Joan Jordan. Well read, nice interception. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that... Big chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Çalhanoğlu can get it clear. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Joan Jordan. Alava looking to pass their way through, and that has left him in a heap.
Played out to the right.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
In comes the delivery. In with a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And we've reached half-time.
Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
So the first half brought no goals. Succumbs to the pressure.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery.
The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Carlos Alenia. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's gone forward. Oh, not quite.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Oh, can he get onto this? Musiala.
Messi.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival, Carlos Alenia. To Joan Jordan. That has ended up in no man's land. That has not gone well.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing.
And here's Musiala. And that is expertly dealt with. Joan Jordan. 60 minutes played.
Asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game.
Çalhanoğlu. Musiala.
In with the challenge.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Musiala.
And it's Beckham. Out of play for a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 17, el dorsal 42, el dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 3. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
He's got to be in here.
Great chance! It's in!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Oh, that's a key interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Carlos Alenia.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Over to the other side, Doku. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away. Carlos Elena. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Beckham.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
No, he's not getting any further than that. Out to the left it goes. He is through here. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away. Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
They get a throw in.
Jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, Messi. El dorsal 6. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 13, el dorsal 21. Cambio de jugadores.
Doku looks to get on the end of this. Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out.
Habrá 2 minutos
Beckham.
de descuento.
He can run onto that. He has found the way through. Oh, strongly challenged there. Simons, it's a mighty effort! This time, surely! He has done it! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
2 up. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Doku claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very...
So a clash of cultures, a clash of pride, a clash of very different styles of football, and so much drama to be produced by it. It is a competition with a history which dates right back now to 1967, and it is a prestigious trophy fit for the cabinet of any self-respecting club. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. So football's largest continental competition, and we're all raring to... He's got the shot away! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's gone backward here. And now they can spring out of defence. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Tony. That's a nicely measured pass. Firmino. Skim, and the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Spread it left. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings the power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Big chance! Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
So much. There's the hit! There's a goal! The breakthrough strike! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
The goal scorer after 14 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Ronaldo proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Money! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! About as smooth as it gets. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Al Nassr are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Pinches it off him. Pulls out once more. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Tony. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mane. Had a shot against the crossbar.